Welcome to Skills and Callback Reports. In this video, we'll cover two specialized reports in the call center section of PBX management: Skills Utilization and Callback Analysis. Skills. Utilization shows how your skills-based routing configuration translates into actual agent coverage. Which skills are defined, how many agents have each skill, which queues require them, and where gaps exist. Callback analysis tracks what happens when callers request a callback instead of waiting on hold, how many callbacks were requested, how many succeeded, how many failed, and how long the process took. Together, these reports help you fine-tune your skills-based routing strategy and measure whether your callback feature is delivering the experience callers expect. Let's start by logging in. Navigate to PBX Management, then open the Call Center dropdown. In the Reports section, you'll find Skills Utilization and Callback Analysis alongside the queue and agent reports we covered in earlier videos. Skills Utilization is a configuration-based report. It doesn't depend on a date range because it reflects your current skills setup rather than historical call data. Callback Analysis does use date ranges because it tracks callback events over time. Let's start with Skills Utilization. This is the Skills Overview table. Each row represents one skill defined for this tenant. Here we see Spanish, Technical Support, and Billing. The columns show the max level for each skill, the number of agents who have that skill assigned, the number of queues that require it, the average agent level, the mean proficiency across all assigned agents, and the average required level, the mean minimum level queues demand. The coverage column on the right is the key indicator. A green covered badge means agents meet or exceed queue requirements. A yellow below required badge means agents have the skill, but their average proficiency falls short of what queues need. A red gap, no agents badge means a queue requires this skill, but no agent has it. Calls that need this skill can't be matched. Not required means the skill exists, but no queue uses it yet. This overview is your first stop when diagnosing routing problems. Below the overview, the queue skill requirements table shows the specific skills each queue demands and whether enough qualified agents exist. Each row is a queue skill combination. Spanish support requires Spanish at level 2 of 3 and technical support at level 1 of 5. The qualified agents column counts how many agents have that skill at or above the required level. The status column flags problems. No qualified agents in red means calls to this queue needing this skill will fail to route. Low coverage in yellow means only 1 or 2 agents qualify, creating a single point of failure if someone calls out sick. Okay in green means 3 or more agents are qualified. This table is essential for staffing decisions. Before reducing headcount or reassigning agents, check here to make sure you're not creating a coverage gap. The Agent Skill Assignments table at the bottom shows every agent skill pairing with the exact proficiency level. Extension 201, Jake Thornton, has Billing at level 4 of 5, Spanish at 3 of 3, meaning he's maxed out for Spanish, and Technical Support at 4 of 5. Maya Chen at 2102 has Spanish at 2 and Technical Support at 5. She's a top-tier tech agent. The level badges are color-coded, green when the agent is at maximum level, blue otherwise. This matrix is where you audit individual assignments. If the skills overview shows a coverage gap, scroll down here to see exactly who has what level and decide who needs training or reassignment. The Export CSF button at the top right downloads all 3 tables: overview, requirements, and assignments for offline analysis or sharing with team leads. Now let's switch to callback analysis. Queue callbacks are a caller experience feature. When wait times are long, callers can request a callback instead of staying on hold. The system saves their place, hangs up, and calls them back when an agent becomes available. This report tracks how well that process works. At the top, summary cards show the totals across all queues, requested, completed, failed, and expired combined, and the overall completion rate as a percentage. A healthy callback system should show a completion rate above 80%. If you see a low rate, it usually means callers aren't answering the callback. The system ran out of retry attempts, or callbacks expired after business hours. The filter bar controls the reporting period. Start date and end date narrow the data to a specific window. The default is the last 30 days. Click Filter to apply your selections, or Reset to return to defaults. The Export CSV button downloads the full per-queue breakdown for spreadsheet analysis. Unlike skills utilization, this report is entirely time-based. It reflects actual callback events that occurred during the selected period. Adjusting the date range lets you compare callback performance week over week, or measure the impact of configuration changes, like adjusting max, retry attempts, or callback timeout windows. The per-queue table is where the detailed metrics live. Each row represents one queue with callbacks during the period. The columns show requested, total callbacks initiated, completed, successfully connected, failed. All retry attempts exhausted without connecting, and expired, a callback window closed before completion. The completion percentage is color-coded, green for 80 and above, yellow for 50 to 79, red below 50. Average wait shows how long callers waited before requesting the callback. Higher numbers mean callers are getting frustrated before opting in. Average callback time shows how long the entire callback process took from request to completion. Average attempts tells you how many dial attempts were needed, and first attempt percentage shows how often the callback succeeded on the first try. A low first attempt rate suggests callers aren't answering unknown numbers. Consider configuring a caller ID that customers will recognize. Let's talk about how to use these two reports together for workforce optimization. Start with skills utilization to audit your routing configuration. If a queue shows low coverage for a critical skill, you have two options. Train existing agents in that skill, or hire someone who already has it. The agent skill assignments table tells you who's closest to qualifying. An agent at level 3 of 5 for technical support only needs a bump to 4 to meet a queue that requires level 4. Then check Callback Analysis to see if your callback feature is working as intended. If the completion rate is below 80%, look at the average attempts column. If callbacks are failing after multiple attempts, callers may not be answering the return call. If callbacks are expiring, your callback window may be too short or not aligned with business hours. High average, wait at request numbers mean callers are enduring long holds before opting for callback. Consider offering callbacks earlier in the queue experience. That covers skills and callback reports in the admin console. Here's a quick recap. Skills utilization shows your current skills-based routing configuration. Skill definitions, agent proficiency levels, queue requirements, and coverage status. Use it to identify gaps where no agents qualify for a required skill, or low coverage situations that create staffing risk. Callback Analysis tracks the callback lifecycle: requested, completed, failed, and expired, with per-queue metrics including completion rate, average wait time, callback duration, and first attempt success rate. Use it to measure whether your callback feature is delivering the experience callers expect and to identify queues that need attention. Both reports support CSV export for offline analysis. Check the documentation link below for the complete reporting reference.